My main responsibilities are to ensure that the services that we deliver are timely and responsive. Predominantly we're involved with people coming out of hospital, but also to sometimes avoid people going into hospital in the first place as well. I manage a bit of a generic team really. There's some assessors, managers, we have people that plan the work, and obviously the frontline staff that are out there delivering services. So it's kind of a generic role really, and I have to say my role is extremely diverse and sort of varied. I can honestly say there's never one day the same. I think it's the whole satisfaction of knowing that somebody's hopefully coming on service where we can enhance their lives, hopefully work with them to get back as much independence as possible, so that hopefully they'll go off their time with us either onto another service provider that continues the work we've done, or even better, that we actually enable people to be as independent as they were before they actually probably went in hospital. And to see that happen is absolutely fabulous. I also enjoy meeting with the frontline staff as well, because I have to say that, you know, as Sheffield, as I suppose, we are the salt of the earth, and it's great to see that the whole team that I manage works so well together in order that we were able to provide best possible services we can. Pretty crazy. We never know what's going to come into us from one day to the next. We obviously have our regular diary commitments, but it is such a diverse role, and we never know what might have happened from the night before even. So there are often things to pick up on that might have been fed into our out of hours team. We link very closely with the hospitals. We have to plan referrals, see staffing and supervisions. So it's a very management based job, but it's very operational as well. So there's a whole host of tasks that we do on a regular basis, but as I say, you've only got to have something that comes at you from the sides, and it can really throw your day really. I can remember when I was 16 having a conversation with my careers advisor at school, and they asked me, well, what would you like to do? And I can remember quite clearly saying, I want to work with people. And lo and behold, I came into the service in 1979, and nearly 40 years later I'm still here, and I can honestly say I wouldn't do anything else. So over a period of those years, whilst I think the type of services that we've delivered have always kind of remained the same, the focus on them have been very different in terms of what's been required from us as a department really. But in terms of managers and frontline staff, very much the same sorts of people that I've worked with for all those years really, and we've still got people that started around the same time as me. So I think for the longevity of what that is, obviously I think there's massive passion and commitment around in this service, and that gives everybody a real positive feeling about the organisation we work for really. There's been a number of things. As I've mentioned already, I think one of the highlights really was driving forward a service that we developed that, as I say, was born out of a lot of little different pilots, but became ultimately short-term intervention. And just the fact that we can get people back home to where they want to be, and work with them so that we get them as independent as possible so that they can actually reach their own potential, and that's job satisfying really. And I know that staff feel that, because I can remember once having a conversation with somebody and they said they felt really sad that somebody had gone off off service with us and they didn't need the care anymore. And I said, but you need to feel good about that, because you've actually done your job properly if you've managed to get that person back to being as independent as possible. Oh gosh, go for it. Absolutely. As I say, I've been here for nearly 40 years, and I can honestly say that whilst it brings its challenges, and it does on a daily basis, that's within my role. I don't think there's anything as fulfilling as going out there, going into someone's home, helping support them living in a way that it's their choice, it's what they want to do, and being part of that. I don't think we realise just the importance we can have on people's lives and the impact that we have in such a positive way in helping that person make those life changes, really. I think what we have to remember is that this is not just necessarily looking after old people. It's not about sort of wiping bottoms and cleaning dentures and, you know, doing all that. It's about making that positive impact on someone's life. And I think if we can play some small part in doing that, then, you know, there's so much job satisfaction that people can get from that. Absolutely lots. Certainly for myself, I actually started out in administration and our business support service, and from that became a manager, and from that I've now become an operational team lead. And there is a lot of career progression in that. People, obviously depending on what they want to do, being a carer for a whole of someone's life is absolutely fine, and it is so rewarding. But I just believe that if anybody is sensitive, caring, tolerant, I think you have to be tolerant, that you can listen to people, not be judgmental about people, then care work really is something that you really need to seriously consider. I've not regretted it. I'm here 40 years nearly down the line, and I can't imagine myself doing anything else really, and I'm getting to the end of my career now, but I would always want to encourage people to do something in the career of care work, whatever that is, and which, you know, with whatever service user group that might be. I'm still passionate about what I do. I still come in every morning wondering what that new day is going to bring, and I honestly can say that it's the best thing I've ever done.